Spain initially organized its management and governance of the New World according to viceroyalties. These were geographical regions administered by a viceroy, who was appointed by the king. So, the viceroy was a direct representative of the Spanish crown vested with executive, legislative, judicial, military, and ecclesiastical power. The figure of the viceroy represented the living image of the king, playing the role of the head of the political body in Spanish America. By the 1750s there were 4 main viceroyalties established in the Americas. For this unit, we are only focused on the Viceroyalty of New Spain, which is Mexico today. The Mexican territories were separated into provinces. These provinces were led by a governor, who was responsible for the administration of the province and often also led the province's army and militias. The provinces were grouped together under high courts, called audiencias in Spanish. Audiencias were the appellate courts of the areas. They both were in charge of creating the new political, administrative, and judicial system in New Spain. Spain relies on the residencias. They were formal hearing held at the conclusion of an incumbent's term of office. Spain had also visitadores, inspectors. They could interrogate anyone he chose and was often sent because of concerns over a viceroy's behavior. Both the residencia and visitadores were tools of control that Spain had to establish in order to prevent corruption throughout the Americas. The problem was that Spain was so far away that it had little control of those officials in charge of the new colonies. "I obey but I do not comply" became a phrase that was used in Spanish America throughout much of the colonial period to describe the attitude of local colonial officials towards the rule of the Spanish crown. Officers used this prerogative in some cases to avoid enforcing certain royal policies. The distance and the lack of supervision created corruption and spread out abuses. A legacy that we trace back to our current form of government in Mexico.